I'm back with another bouquet tutorial using only artificial flowers. To start, tools and supplies I'm using are hot glue, diagonal pliers, and copious amounts of floral tape. More on this later. This one is a spring-inspired wildflower design that includes ranunculus stems, peonies, cabbage roses, chrysanthemums, hydrangea blooms, a large gladiolus stem, mini spray roses, this mini ranunculus stem, tulips, and tall bear grass. Some of these are a little squished, so I'm going to start with a garment steamer to relax any blooms and get rid of any wrinkles. With this tall gladiolus stem, I'm going to trim this into 2 separate pieces, and I'm removing the leaves as well. One of these stems plus the grass will be the foundation of the arrangement, and it's establishing the maximum height of the design, and I'll build around the stems from this point. Most leaves will be staying, but if some just don't look great or if the color is off, I'll remove them as needed. I'm going to build this in stages, and what I mean by that is you'll see me wrapping the stems with floral tape pretty much after only 2 or 3 stems are added. This technique helps build bouquets faster, especially if you're new to floral design or you're doing DIY for the first time for your wedding. The alternative would be to try to get everything perfect and then hold all the stems in place while trying to secure them together, and then the stems start to move out of place, and then you're going to drive yourself crazy and you end up wasting 30 minutes on multiple attempts to get it perfect. So this is why I recommend the wrap as you go method to save yourself the headache. Remember, with artificial flowers, the stems are wired, so you can bend them and manipulate them into the exact angle that you like after you're done wrapping the stems. So if you're concerned that everything is sticking up straight while you're building the bouquet, don't worry, you can adjust these later. Also, if your floral tape isn't sticking, press it a few times and the heat from your finger should help make it stickier. Some of these stems are too short, so I'm going to give them some extensions with leftover stems I have from other projects. If you don't have any of these byproduct stems, just use a wooden floral stake. All I use is some hot glue and floral tape to attach these, and now I have 2 longer stems that fit nicely into the bouquet. Last, I'm adding the mini spray roses and tulips. Starting with the tulips, I'm adding these in so they follow that natural droop that's common with tulips, and I'm adjusting the other stems as I work. And for the finishing touch, I'm taking these mini spray roses, removing their leaves, and filling in any areas that need some filler. I finish this with more floral tape and trim the ends of the stems. I like to add a rubber band for extra hold since this is a bouquet I'm shipping to a customer. And then I can seal it with one final round of floral tape wrapping, which I secure with some hot glue just to make sure it won't ever unravel. Since this is an item that will likely be a forever keepsake for the customer, I want to make sure it's made really well. I prefer to add a handle to my bouquets, which I wrap with ribbon. This serves a few purposes. It protects the person holding it from being scratched or poked by the sharp ends of the wired stems. That's the most important reason. But it also conceals the skinny stems that aren't very realistic looking. It makes the bouquet comfortable to hold. It allows the bouquet to stand upright, and it looks really nice in lay flat photos.